Good morning and welcome to Vlogmas day 5. We're on day 5 and we're gonna start the morning by fixing this freaking window. We uninstalled it about 2.5 months ago at this point, and we have just run into so many roadblocks that I was not anticipating when we took it out of the window. We have an older home. It's about getting to close to 100 years old, and the window sashes, which are the cords that hold each part of the window in place, were just deteriorated, and the window at the top was not meeting, so there was a gap like this. Not helpful in a bathroom when you're taking a shower and it's freaking cold. Of course, now we've had 2 months of this plastic bag covering the window, but that's okay. When we took the windows out, I was anticipating like not a very long process, and we ended up having to replace the glass in both parts of the window. We ended up having to strip the paint and repaint it, and then we had to glaze the glass back into place, which on the product it says it will take 3 weeks to dry, and we applied it 2 months ago. And it's still not perfectly dry, but at this point it's winter, I'm freezing, I'm tired of taking cold showers, or not even cold showers, it's like warm shower, but then it's cold and you get out and it just kind of ruins the vibe. So we're installing the window again. I just painted them the final coat of paint last night on these guys, so that we covered up the glazing, which is that's how you're supposed to do it to install the windows. So I'm gonna give them a good clean, and then we're gonna get these windows installed. Okay, I just cleaned the glass, and I'm gonna go ahead and install the locking mechanisms back onto the windows, as well as the little pull that hopefully I can remember where these all went. I think I do. And the holes should still be relatively visible. So I'm gonna reinstall these, and then we'll get to installing the windows. Pretty sure this goes here. So we just installed the back half of the window. Check it out. That feels so freaking good. Now we're gonna start on the privacy window, which just has textured glass. That was awesome. It did not take as long as I was concerned it would. Oop. I think it's okay that it kind of shifts like that. I mean, that's sort of just an old window. Zena, what do you think? Wow. Super cool. Hello. So we just finished the window. I'm pretty pleased with it. It's my first time doing a window repair like this, so it's not perfect, but it will get the job done and keep us a little more insulated from the cold during these winter months. I do have a feeling that during the next summer in 2024 that I will potentially, depending on what projects we have going on, I might pull it out again and reglaze the window because it's a bit thick. Pardon me. Let me just crouch down here. It's a bit thick in areas, which is not very appealing from the inside. I didn't really understand how it was going to look when I applied the glaze, and also it was my first time doing it. So anyway, we'll see what happens, but that's a next year. That's a future Dagmar problem, not a today Dagmar problem. Today. And then tonight, it's actually my friend's birthday. I need to text her and tell her happy birthday. Okay, texted her. Yes, tonight I have my last ceramics class, which is very exciting. I think I'm gonna have some things coming out of the glaze kiln today, like a lot of things. So I'm very pumped to see those. I also have one more piece that I need to glaze, which is a mug that I'm actually really proud of how it turned out. But it was in the bisque fire over the weekend, so we'll see how that goes. So today in class, we're gonna be cleaning up the studio and doing kind of like those wrap-up projects. So I need to take a box to carry my stuff home in. I can't freaking wait. I like really planned my glazing. I'll show you my plans. They are messy because I had them in the glaze room, but I don't know how well you can see that, but I planned out like every item that I made with what I wanted to glaze it with and how to do it and everything, because I didn't want to just go in there and like start dunking my pieces in glaze. So yeah, pretty pumped. Today, yeah, it's the 5th, so this is our last class. And then next week is our final. So it's a potluck final because that's what people do in art classes at community college. And one of our final like main projects was to design an object to like a vessel to hold our potluck item. So I made a chili bowl. It's really cute. I wanted to have a lid for it, but the lid just did not work out right, like with the way I had to throw it and everything, so that's okay. So I have a bowl that I need to cook chili and bring it for that bowl for next week. So that's a future me problem as well. Last night I actually whipped up 2 more of these crowns because I was trying to like import the footage to edit and I ended up just having a lot of time. So I finished up this one, which was light green, dark green with the pale yellow accent, and then this burgundy and gold with the pale yellow accent as well. So I have a nice little stack going. Let me show it to you because they look I just think these are such a cute little project. I just finished watching While You Were Sleeping. I think I've actually watched that movie before, but I enjoyed watching it this time around. Pretty classic, I guess. Christmas rom, kind of calm. Anyway, and I was working on my Christmas socks. They are a stripy sock. I think I thrifted this yarn for a pretty good price. It was probably like under $5 for 3 balls. I'm using this Red Heart Heart and Soul with aloe. Don't know what exactly that means. 30% superwash wool. Oh no, 70% superwash wool, 30% nylon. So there'll be a nice sturdy sock. It's in the colorway Christmas. And it's just this super stripy, let me try and fold this out here. Very stripy, Christmassy colorway that I really like. It's like a little chaotic, I'm not gonna lie, but that's kind of what Christmas is about. It does feel like a very classic Christmas palette to me, with, you know, the classic red and green, but then throwing in a little bit of that icy blue, the deep teal, the deep maroon, and the kind of pale yellow. So the pattern I'm using, I'm just doing like a basic pattern that I just knit most of my socks with, and the texture is 2x2 broken rib, basically, to create like a basket, super scrunchy sock, which is what I hoped for. And I knit a really long leg of the sock. This is probably maybe 5 or 6 inches longer than I normally do, so that I could like kind of scrunch it down or even fold it down like this over like a boot. So yeah. So anyway, I was working on that for a bit. Now I just did a little bit of laundry, and I'm gonna go try and work on my mom's Christmas gift, or at least the main one. This is going to be a pretty intense project because I am repairing a blanket that my Nana made for her probably like 20 years ago at this point. It's an older blanket. I have the yarn that it was made from, so that definitely helps. But there are big honking holes in this project, so I'm gonna have to stabilize the fabric and crochet sort of to size, right? Like with the same gauge to what my Nana made. So there's gonna be some math involved, some counting. So I've just cleared off the bed so I can like lay the whole blanket out and really assess the damage that's been done. It's a beautiful blanket, but it was also made out of like a soy wool blend, I think is made out of Patton's SWS yarn, which is like let me show you. So this is a yarn that is not made anymore. They used to sell it at Michael's. Patton's SWS soy wool stripes. It's 70% wool, 30% soy. And it is not superwash, so that means it felts really easily. It's in the colorway Natural Geranium. I have plenty of this yarn to get the job done. But the blanket it's not in good shape. So there's going to be a lot of work to be done. And honestly, I'm not sure it's going to get done by Christmas, but I need to start it. It's been in my house for years at this point, waiting for me to deal with it, and I just haven't had the time or motivation. So that's what we're going to get started on. I'm going to pull that out of storage. It is about 3:30. That means I need to leave in about an hour and a half for my class. I was just making some notes about the blanket and doing a little test swatch of what I think the pattern is. There you go. It's actually in better shape than I thought it was. You know how time changes your memories? Well, I thought there was like a honking hole in it, and really it's actually not too bad. The hardest part is going to be making it look consistent across because it's a striping yarn. So I'm going to do some research and see if there's any tips that people might have on the internet for doing a project like this, which I imagine there will be, because that's the type of thing crafters do. They fix instead of get rid of. So I'm gonna do some research, see what I can find. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm so gaseous right now. Also, my apologies if you can hear the portable lights generator thing that's outside my door right now. It's nighttime at a parking lot where there's like basically no lighting, so that is a bit loud, but that's okay. I just got out of my ceramics class and I want to show you just a couple the things that I can grab from the top of the box because I don't want to mess anything up, but I also am like excited about them, so I want to show you. And I don't even have everything that I've made yet. There's still some stuff in the kiln currently as we speak, and I took a little clip of the kiln for you to see what it looks like. And also I have a piece that I just glazed tonight, which I'm so freaking excited for, because when I took ceramics the first time, which was 4 years ago before the pandemic, so like a completely different me, I really wanted to make a mug so badly, and the teacher did not show us how to do handles until like the last week, and I could not hack it. So I didn't get to make a mug. So I'm really pumped that I was able to make a mug and it looks really good. I'm excited to see how it turns out. So let me just show you a couple things that I have here. So first, this is a bowl. I feel like that SNL skit. My mom just sent me an SNL skit that Emma, what's her last name? Emma Stone? Anyway, that she was in, and they're like, this is a bowl, and it just looks insane. But I think this is a pretty good bowl. It's, you know, I used like, you can't really see it, a cranberry glaze on the base, and then I did a little rim kiss with white, which is very subtle. I was hoping it would show up a little bit more, but overall pretty good. It's a little weighty at the bottom, but honestly a pretty solid bowl, I think. Next up we have another bowl. This is a more shallow bowl for like maybe some grapes or something, but this is with a what's called peat strontium green. This one doesn't have a foot like the other one does, but it does have my my mark on it, which is DK for my name. I think this turned out really nice. I wish it was a slightly more green, and now I'm like a little bit worried, only because my mug that I was just talking about is also dipped in this color. But I still think it's going to be gorgeous when it comes out. It's a much nicer design than this one. And then this is the last thing I'm going to show you because it's the last thing I can reach. A third bowl. I think this is like a really nice bowl. I'll probably use this. I'm just envisioning it during Thanksgiving or Christmas with like all the buns in it, like the biscuits or little bread rolls or something. I think this turned out really nicely. A super wide bowl, like she's big, she's a thick bowl. A little heavy, but like a nice weight, not like, you know, oh my god, ow, that was too heavy. So I have quite a few more things in my box that I'm looking at in my driver or my passenger seat, but I can't reach them and I don't want to break them. So I'm just going to leave them there, and I'll show you tomorrow, probably when I have some nicer lighting. And I'll show these off again too, so you can see them in their glory. I'm really happy with how the glazing turned out on this one, because I did the same kind of little rim kiss in the same white, and it just showed up way nicer on this piece than the other one. I also cleared out my locker today, so I have a lot of just tools and clay and dirt in my car right now. And can I just say, this lighting is a slay. Honestly, I might take a selfie, but I'm not dressed up or anything. I don't really have makeup on her. Like, I have mascara, I think, and maybe some glitter, can't remember. I do have this cutie little pearl vibe because my bangs were sticking up and I needed something to wrangle them, and I was already in the car. That's all I had. Okay, bye. Welcome back to another day of Vlogmas. It is December 6th, and think we have a ton going on today. I need to go hang out with my mom for a bit, help her with some tasks. I really want a coffee that was made by somebody who isn't me, so we might go get a coffee at some point, but we'll see. I'm gonna check my work email real quick just to make sure I haven't had anything come in. I am gonna make some banana bread. We had some bananas that were kind of going bad on the counter, so I decided I peeled them last night and I'm gonna make banana bread, or probably banana muffins. The recipe I'm using, which is like a really delicious banana bread recipe, requires you to extract the juices just by microwaving it and then reduce the juices on the stove. So I'm gonna get that going. I'll just keep that one to the side. Whoop. So I'm just gonna not seal this, but just cover it like that and put this in the microwave. I really like this recipe with mix-ins, so we're gonna add walnuts and some mini chocolate chips as well. And that means I'm gonna put this over. The granulated sugar was just as a topping, so we're not gonna use that because we're gonna be adding sugar with the chocolate chips anyway. And then this as the topper. So yeah, I'm gonna measure out my dry ingredients. So I didn't have enough bananas for, that was a good catch. I didn't have enough bananas for the normal recipe. I only had 4 instead of 6, and that's including 1 banana for the topper. So I used like a recipe converter, and that tells me that we need 1 1/8 of a cup of flour, which is an annoying amount, so I'm just gonna guesstimate there. It's calling for 2/3 of a teaspoon of this. So again, oops, I'm just gonna guesstimate. That's a half. So I'll just do a little more than that. I know you're not really supposed to guesstimate in baking, but desperate times call for desperate measures. And we need 1/3 of salt and 1/3 of baking powder. That's good. And that's it for the dry ingredients. So I'm gonna put those away. The bananas need a little more time, so I'm just gonna let them go for 2 more minutes, so 6 minutes total. So unfortunately, the banana juice spilled over into the microwave, which is not ideal, but it will still work just fine. So I'm gonna grab that. Well, I've been needing to clean the microwave anyway, so I just put all of the banana stuff onto the stove. I'm gonna let that simmer and try and clean out the microwave. In this, I've got the bananas, the banana juice, butter, sugar, brown sugar, not sugar, and vanilla. So I'm just gonna mash this up so that the bananas are not in big hunks anymore. And then I have to mix in 1 1/3 egg. I guess I'm gonna have 2/3 of an egg for breakfast, a little scrambled egg. Let's see, I'm gonna put 1 egg in. And then I'm gonna crack the other egg into this. Should have done this first so that my fork doesn't have banana flavor all over it. But I'll just grab another fork. Whisk this guy up. And put as best I can 1/3. Whoop, okay, that was closer to a half. All right, I'm gonna put this into my dry ingredients. Spent a lot of energy getting that banana juice, so I'll be damned if I leave any of it. I think there's some big ones in there. Yeah, there are. So, you know, it's whatever. It'll still be good. Walnuts, I'm just gonna crush these up in my hand. That looks very tasty. Now we put them in the oven.
Really?
She's way better than Mark.
That's pretty funny. I'm sure Mark is very sick.
All right,
Ready?
it's muffin time. Yeah, it's recording.
Yum. Tasty.
That's it.
It's good.
Is it the best banana bread muffin you've ever had in your life?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, can you stop? Gosh. There, you're not in the clip. We just went thrifting, partly for Christmas gifts, partly just because I wanted to. And also a little bit of Christmas decor, so I'm going to show you what we got. We have more people than normal joining us for Christmas this year, which is exciting, and we want to make sure we have stockings for everybody. Didn't buy stockings, but we did buy stocking holders. So we got a little set. We did end up leaving one of the 4 behind because he was kind of a creepy Santa. So we've got Mr. Snowman with a very nice blue top hat. Lovely. We've got a penguin friend, very cute. And then the other one, Robert's trying to uncover. Oh, another snowman. I didn't realize we got 2 snowmen, but that's okay. This one's pretty cute too. I feel like this is a mix between an elf and a snowman, so yeah, snelf.
Snow person.
And then we got this very chic, apparently I'm into snowman, snow people. We got this lovely lady. I think she's very cute with her little scarf, very fashion forward, with her little plaid dress. I really want a plaid dress, but couldn't find one today. And her little matching hat and mittens, very cute. We have Santa that is kind of in a similar vibe to her, so that's why we got this lady. We got a couple other things too, some clothing items, a couple of gifts. I will show you the stuff I got for me once we get home so I can show you them on and everything and actually try them on for myself, because what is it with thrift stores not letting you try on stuff anymore? We're gonna go get some food. We're getting burgers and fries, a classic on a rainy day such as today. This is like my favorite kind of day. Thrifting, burgers and fries, and rain at the same. And we got a little coffee earlier. A travesty. Hello. We just got back from the thrift store. I'm going to show you what I got. I got 2 pairs of jeans and a cardigan. They're all really cute. The question is whether they fit. And we just got home and I just realized that we left something in the cart or on the cart. It was like wrapped around the push bar and I didn't see it when we were checking out. So I'm so bummed because it was a really nice. Cool. I knew I was gonna like these if they fit. They do. This is just like universal thread, so it's not really like a super. It's a little better, but they have like the seam running down the front, which I really like. They're a little bit of like a wider like pant. Let me put my shoes on to see. I like these actually quite a lot. I like the bottoms. They're like not super long, just the normal length for me, but they are more of a wide leg than a lot of my pants are. A lot of them come in quite a bit more narrow. So these are cute. I'm a little more concerned about these ones because they are a size 18 long. I'm almost 6 feet tall, but longs, I really have a long torso. Not so much, like my legs are long, but they're not long in the sense of like jeans. So they're gonna be kind of long, but they have this really lovely purple flannel on the inside, which is so pretty. I really hope that they fit. And if they're too long, it's fine because I'll just cuff them and then you'll see the purple flannel. Oh, okay. A little tight on the behind. Waist is good. Wow, that is like a really long zipper pull. I don't know, it's really random, but longer than most. Okay. They're definitely like, they're pretty loose after my knees, but from like here up, quite a bit tighter, and then the waist is, it's like a good fit, I would say. These are, I'm pretty happy with these. They're definitely a little tight. I think wearing them, you know, just like the warmth of the body will help them loosen up a bit, which will make them a little more comfortable, but very cute. Oop. Close my closet. Just a little Old Navy number. Quite a simple piece, but also comfy. No pockets, that's okay. Just like a little open cardigan number. This is a color I wear all the time. I wouldn't necessarily wear it with this green, but it's actually not too bad. So yeah, that's what I got at the thrift store today. But I'm gonna put my other pants back on and get going. I have to go over to my mom's and help her with some stuff, pick up some groceries for her. I didn't even go in the rain and it's hitting me. Beautiful weather. Since that last clip that you saw, I came home, hung out for a while, made some dinner, worked on my Christmas sock, and just kind of chilled, which was nice. I really enjoyed seeing the rain today. I love the rain, and living in California, you know, you don't get a whole lot of it. So it's really fun for me when there is a heaping helping of rain. Those clips I showed you, just the past clips, were it just started suddenly out of nowhere, which was a lovely surprise. Yeah, that's it for today. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.